Hello, laddie.
How near are we to Bangkok, Captain?
Well, do you see that cluster of lights jetting out into the river? That's it. That's Bangkok.
Oh, look! Our boxes!
Aye, in a fair lot they are.
We packed everything we had in our Singapore house. Furniture and everything.
Louis, where are you?
Here I am, Mother.
Oh, there you are, Louis.
Mother, look! There's Bangkok. Do you see the cluster of lights that stick out into the river? That's it. That's Bangkok.
I see, Louis. I see them. It's exciting, isn't it?
Will the King of Siam come down to the dock to meet us?
The king himself? I don't think so. Kings don't, as a rule.
I wonder if you know what you're facing, ma'am. An Englishwoman here in the east.
Look, Mother. Look at that boat. Look at the dragon's head in the bow and all the men standing up carrying torches.
Aye, that's the royal barge.
Do you suppose that's the king? The man sitting under the gold canopy?
That's the Kralahome. Sort of prime minister. The king's right-hand man, you might say.
Do you suppose he's coming down to meet us?
Oh, no doubt of it. They'll wait until we pass them and then they'll come around our stern. Ma'am, if I might be allowed to offer you a word of warning.
What is it, Captain?
That man has power, and he can use it either for ye or against ye.
Well, I don't think I'm going to have
I'm
to
just
worry.
telling you, ma'am, I think you should know.
Thank you, Captain.
Look, Mother. They're closer. Mother, the Prime Minister is naked.
Hush, dear. That's not a nice word. He's not naked. Well, he's half naked.
They all look rather horrible, don't they, Mother? Father would not have liked us to be afraid, would he?
No, Louis. Father would not have liked us to be afraid.
Mother, does anything ever frighten you?
Sometimes.
What do you do?
I whistle.
Ah, so that's why you whistle.
Yes, that's why I whistle. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
You know, Mother, I think that is a very good idea. A very good idea.
It is a good idea, isn't it?
You know, I don't think I shall ever be afraid again.
Good.
While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the truth will take you far.
got away. Ma'am, I wouldn't whistle if I were you. The crawler home might think it disrespectful.
Oh, was I whistling? Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Siam.
He called you sir.
Hush, dear.
Temlon, Wallonje bin gun grumai. Lon mi på en naibanka, luplo.
The caller home wish to know, are you the lady who will be the cool mistress of royal children?
Yes.
Have you friends in Bangkok?
I know no one in Bangkok at all.
Lon dang nien leo luyak.
The caller home wish to know, are you married?
I am a widow.
By what manner of man your deceased husband?
My husband was an officer in Her Majesty's Army in 18. Tell your master his business with me is in my capacity of school teacher to the royal children. He has no right to pry into my personal affairs.
Ma'am, I wouldn't.
Well, he hasn't, Captain Orton.
I don't like that man.
In foreign country, it's best you like everyone. Until you leave.
Your Excellency, I had no idea you spoke
It
English.
is not necessary for you to know everything at once. You come with me now. Your boxes get into palace later.
No, not to the palace. I'm not living at the palace.
Who say?
The king says. The king has promised me 20 pounds a month and a house of my own.
King not always remember what he promised. If I tell him he break his promise, I will make anger in him. It's better I make anger in him about larger matters.
But all I want is 10 minutes audience with him.
Very busy now. New Year celebrations just finishing. Fireworks every night. Cremation of late queen just starting.
Oh, I am so sorry. You have lost your queen. When did she die?
4 years ago. With cremation ceremony comes also fireworks.
And what are we to do in the meantime?
In meantime, you wait in palace.
Your Excellency, I shall teach at the palace, but I must have a house of my own where I can go at the end of the day when my duties are over.
What you wish to do in evening that cannot be done in palace.
How dare you! I am sorry, Your Excellency, but you don't understand. I came here to work. I must support myself and my young son, and I shall take nothing less than what I have been promised.
You will tell King this.
I will tell King this.
It will be very interesting meeting. You come now. You come now or you stay on boat. I do not care.
Ma'am, if you wish to stay on the ship or return to Singapore.
No, thank you, Captain. Your Excellency, I shall go with you. I have made a bargain, and I shall live up to my part of it. But I expect a bargain to be kept on both sides. I shall go with you, Your Excellency,
To palace.
for the time being. Thank you, Captain. Louis.
Goodbye, Captain. Look, Mother.
Well.
Your Majesty, I have been meaning to speak to you about English school teacher. She is waiting to see you.
She is in Siam. How long?
2 weeks, 3 weeks. She has needed discipline in Your Majesty. She objects to living in palace. Talk about house. She say you promise her.
I do not recollect such promise. Tell her I will see her. I will see her in a moment. Who?
Your Majesty, this is Lun Da, emissary from court of Burma.
Ha! You are here for copying of famous Bangkok temple. I have give permission.
He bring you present from Prince of Burma.
Am I to trust this ruler of Burma? Am I to trust this present they send me? Or is she a spy?
I am not a spy. My name is Doctor. You are pleased that I speak English. My name is Doctor.
King is blessed with you. He like you.
Your Majesty, we shall need to leave.
I will tell you when I wish you to leave.
Madame Leon Owens.
You are a school teacher?
Yes, Your Majesty. When may I start my work?
I will tell you when I wish you to start.
There's a matter we must settle first, Your Majesty.
You are part of general plan I have for bringing to Siam what is good on Western culture. Already I have bring printing press here for printing.
Yes, I know, Your Majesty.
How you know?
Before I signed our agreement, I found out all I could about Your Majesty's ambitions for Siam.
Ha! This is scientific. You are pleased with your apartments and palace?
They are quite comfortable, Your Majesty, for the time being. But my young son and I have found it rather confining, with Amazons guarding the doors and not permitting us to leave our quarters.
Strangers cannot be permitted to roam around palace before presentment to king. You could look out of windows.
Well, yes, we have done so. We have seen New Year's celebrations, royal cremation ceremonies, etc., etc., etc.
Etc. What is this etc.?
According to the dictionary, it means and the rest. All the things that you have been doing while we have been waiting. The fireworks.
Best fireworks I ever see at funeral. How you like my acrobats?
Splendid, Your Majesty. Best acrobats I ever see at funeral.
Ha! Have children prepare for presentation to school teacher.
How many children have you, Your Majesty?
I have only 77 altogether. But I am not married very long. And you shall not teach all of them. You shall teach only children of mothers who are in favor with king, which at present is very few. Very few indeed. Ah, Lady Jiang. Madam Leonowens, this is Lady Jiang, head wife.
There is a happy land far, far away, where saints in glory stand, bright, bright as day. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Missionary.
Oh, a missionary taught you English.
Yes, sir. Missionary.
Lady Jiang, you will help Madam Leonowens with her school teaching. She, in her turn, will help you learn the better English.
Your Majesty.
She is grateful to me for my kindness.
Oh, I see. Your Majesty, in our agreement, you
You,
told me...
Tatim, you already speak well the English. She arrived today. She is present from Burma Prince.
She is a present?
Madam, you have English book I can read?
Of course I have.
I wish very much to read book called The Small House of Uncle Selma. It's by American lady, Harriet Beecher Stowe.
A woman has written a book?
A very wonderful book, Your Majesty. An American book. All about slavery.
Ha! President Lincoln against slavery. No? Me too. Slavery, very bad thing. I think you shall teach my wives too. Those wives who are in royal favor.
I shall be most happy to teach your wives, Your Majesty, even though that was not part of our agreement. Speaking of our agreement reminds me that there is one little matter about my house.
Also, I will allow you to help me in my foreign correspondence.
Yes, Your Majesty. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand about my house.
House! House! What is it about house?
I want my house. The house you promised me, Your Majesty.
You teach in palace, you shall live in palace. If you do not live in palace, you do not teach. And you go wherever you please. I do not care. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Majesty. But if these are the only terms on which I am allowed to remain, then I shall return to...
I have no more time to talk. Talk to other women. My women. My wives.
For goodness sake, what is the matter? What are they trying to do to me?
They think you wear big skirts like that because you shaped like that.
Well, look, I'm not.
They wish to know, sir, if you have children.
One little boy.
I have boy too. Crown Prince Chafa Chululongkorn, heir to throne. I would be happy if you would teach children.
I would like to very much. I came here all the way from Singapore to do so. But really, under these conditions...
You could be great help to all here, sir.
Lady Tiang, why do you call me sir?
Because you scientific, not lowly, like woman.
Do you all think women are more lowly than men?
คุณคิดกรูหรือเปล่าว่าผู้หญิงทำกว่าผู้ชาย
Well, I don't.
Please, sir, do not tell King. Make King very angry.
King seems to be angry already. That lovely girl. He said she was a present
From
from
Prince of Burma, I think she loved another man. If so, she will never see other man again.
Poor child.
Oh no, sir, she is foolish child to wish for other man when she has king.
But you can't help wishing for a man if he's the man you really want.
It is strange for a school teacher to talk so romantic.
Romantic? I suppose I am. I was very much in love with my late husband, Tom.
Tom,
Yes, Tom. Once a woman has loved like that, she understands all other women who are in love. And she's on their side too, even if she's only a school teacher. Yes, Tom.
he was pretty in face.
Oh dear, yes, he was very pretty in face. When I think of Tom, I think about a night when the earth smelled of summer and the sky was streaked with white and the soft mist of England was sleeping on a hill. I remember this, and I always will. There are new lovers now on the same silent hill, looking on the same blue sea. And I know Tom and I are a part of them all, and they're all a part of Tom and me.
The children, they have come for presentation to school teacher.
This is all very interesting, Your Majesty, but it still hasn't solved my...
Silence! You will stand there to meet royal children.
Very well, Your Majesty.
The royal princes and princesses. Encore.
Father, I shall be late for school.
You wait. Please recite proverb you have learned yesterday and writing down 12 times in your copybook.
A thought for the day, east or west, home is best.
East, west. Home best. Home means house. Every day for many, many months. Always something about the house. Are my children to be taught nothing more?
Yesterday, we are taught that the world is a round ball which spins on a stick through the middle.
everyone knows, the world rides on the back of a great turtle, which keeps it from running into the stars.
How can it be that many people believe one thing if many other people believe another?
Then which is true?
The world is ball, we stick through it. I believe.
You believe. Does that mean you do not know? But you must know, because you are king.
And someday you too will be king. And you too will know everything.
But how do I learn? And when do I know that I know everything?
When you are king. Now leave me. When you are king. But I do not know. I am not sure. I am not sure of anything. When I was a boy, world was better spot. What was so. What was not. Now I am a man. World have changed a lot. Some things nearly so, others nearly not. There are times I almost think I am not sure of what I absolutely know. Very often find confusion in conclusion I concluded long ago. In my head are many facts that as a student I have studied to procure. In my head are many facts of which I wish I was more certain I was sure. Is a puzzlement. What to tell a growing son? What, for instance, shall I say to him of women? Shall I educate him on the ancient lines? Shall I tell the boy as far as he is able to respect his wives and love his concubines? Shall I tell him everyone is like the other, and the better one of two is really neither? If I tell him this, I think he won't believe it. And I nearly think I don't believe it either. When my father was a king, he was a king who knew exactly what he knew. And his brain was not a thing forever swinging to and fro and fro and to. Shall I then be like my father and be willfully unmovable and strong? Or is better to be right? Or am I right when I believe I may be wrong? Shall I join with other nations in alliance? If allies are weak, am I not best alone? If allies are strong with power to protect me, might they not protect me out of all I own? Is a danger to be trusting one another. One will seldom want to do with other wishes. But unless someday somebody trusts somebody, there'll be nothing left on earth excepting fishes. There are times I almost think nobody's sure of what he absolutely knows. Everybody find confusion in conclusion he concluded long ago. And it puzzled me to learn that the man may be in doubt of what he knows. Very quickly will he fight. He'll fight to prove that what he does not know is so. Sometimes I think that people going mad. Sometimes I think that people not so bad, But no matter what I think, I must go on living life as a ruler of my people. I must go for be father to my children and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But is a puzzlement.
One, two, three.
We work and work from week to week, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies. And English words are all we speak, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies.
Now look, you're all up in that corner. Now spread out, children. Now, that last line was English words are all we speak. That wasn't very clear. I want to hear the beginnings and the ends of your words.
Alone, if allies are strong with power to protect me, might they not protect me out of all I own? Is a danger to be trusting one another. One will seldom want to do what other wishes. But unless someday somebody trusts somebody, there'll be nothing left on earth excepting fishes. There are times I almost think nobody's short of what he absolutely knows. Everybody find confusion in conclusion he concluded long ago. And it puzzled me to learn that though a man may be in doubt of what he knows, very quickly he will fight. He'll fight to prove that what he does not know is so. Oh, sometimes I think that people going mad. Sometimes I think that people not so bad. But no matter what I think, I must go on living life as a ruler of my people. I must go forth, be father to my children and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven Buddha show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But is a puzzlement.
One, two, three.
We work and work from week to week, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies. And English words are all we speak, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies.
Now look, you're all up in that corner. Now spread out, children. Now, that last line was English words are all we speak. That wasn't very clear. I want to hear the beginnings and the ends of your words. Now once again, shoulders back, chins up, and nice big smiles, because this is your school song and you love your school. Now come along. 1, 2, 3.
We work and work from week to week, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies. And English words are all we speak, and the Royal Bank conquers enemies. If we
Lady Tiang, will you stop?
Blue is ocean. Red, Siam. Here is King of Siam. In right hand is weapon. Show how he destroy all who fight him. Green is Burma. Here is King of Burma. No clothes mean how poor is King of Burma.
Thank you, Lady Tiang. Will you take my place? The map you have been looking at is an old one. Today we have a surprise. Louis, will you pull that cord for me? A new map just arrived from England. It is a present to us from His Majesty, your King.
The Lord of Light!
Yes, the Lord of Light.
The yellow is Siam.
Siam not so small.
Hush, Your Highness.
Wait, let me show you England. See, England is even smaller than Siam.
For many years before I came here, Siam was to me just like that little spot. Now that I have lived here for more than a year, I have met the people of Siam. I am beginning to understand them.
You like us?
I like you very much indeed. It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that when you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. As a teacher I've been learning, you'll forgive me if I boast, but I've now become an expert on the subject I like most. Getting to know you. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you. Getting to hope you like me. Getting to know you. Putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free goodness, this started out to be a lesson. Now let's get back to work. Now, are there any questions?
What is that green up there?
That is Norway. Norway.
Norway.
Norway is a very cold place. It is sometimes so cold that the lakes and rivers freeze and the water becomes so hard that you can walk on it.
Walk on water?
Yes, walk on water.
How is possible? Hard water?
It is not only hard, but very slippery too, that when people walk on it, they slide and fall down. Not only do the lakes and rivers freeze, but the raindrops, as they fall, are turned into little white spots that look like lace. This is called snow.
No, spots of lace.
Yes, Your Highness, the water freezes on the way down from the sky.
And the raindrops turn into little stars.
Yes, Your Highness, some are shaped like stars, small, white.
There is not a word of truth in it.
Well,
And I do not believe such thing as snow. And I do not believe that Siam is so big and other countries so big.
Siam, biggest country in the world.
No.
How can schoolroom be so unscientific?
Your Majesty, we were having a little misunderstanding. I was describing snow to them, and they refused to believe that there was such a thing.
Snow.
Snow
Ah, yes, from mountaintop.
from the sky.
From sky to mountaintop.
Sire, please, show me how it comes down from sky.
Like this.
Thank you, sire.
I have seen pictures. Switzerland. Land all white with snow.
That's right, Your Majesty.
Who does not believe this?
Well, after all, they have never seen it.
Never see. If they will know only what they see, why do we have schoolroom? Rise! Do not ever let me hear of not believing in school teacher, whom I bring here at great expense. 20 pounds each month. 20 English pounds sterling. Children must learn. Teacher must teach. Not waste time instructing children on silly English song, Home Sweet House. Remind me of breaking promises I never made.
But you did promise me a house, Your Majesty. A brick residence adjoining the royal palace. Those were the words in your letter.
I do not remember such words.
I remember them.
I will do the remembering here. Who is king here? Who? I remind you so you remember that. I do not know anything except that you are my servant.
Oh, no, Your Majesty.
What? I say you are my servant.
Oh, no, Your Majesty, indeed. I am not your servant.
I would say your mother has bad manners.
Oh, you would you would. I would say your father has no manners at all.
Louis, if you do not give me the house you promised me, then I shall return to England.
Wheeler, we believe school teacher. I believe in snow.
Do not let her go away.
I let her do nothing that is not in my pleasure. And it is my pleasure that you stay here. You stay here in palace. In palace.
No, Your Majesty.
I give you servants. I give you bigger room.
That is not the point, Your Majesty.
Why we should leave all these children, all whom loving you so extraordinarily?
I do not wish to leave them. I love them too, quite extraordinarily. But I cannot stay in a land where a promise has no meaning.
I will hear no more of these promises.
A land where there is talk of honor, and a wish for Siam to become one of the modern nations of the world, where there is talk of great change, but where everything still remains according to the wishes of the king.
You will say no more, no more.
I will say no more, because I have no more to say.
Out, out, out. So big a world. Siam, very small. England, very small. All people, very small. No man big enough for to be alone. No man big enough. But king different. King need no one, nobody at all. I think.
Where is Mrs. Anna?
She will not be with us any longer. She has quarreled with the king.
How can we meet if she is not with us? Mrs. Anna was our only friend.
We cannot be seen talking like this. Anyone could come in. Pretend you wait for her.
If only we could stop pretending. We kiss in a shadow. We hide from the moon. all too soon. We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word. Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me. Top 10, when can we meet? When?
It is not possible. We cannot meet alone ever. Not ever. Speak not a word.
Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me. What is it?
Someone was here. I had a feeling someone was watching us. Please go. Please.
just now.
I am too.
Are you really going away?
Mother plans to leave on the next sailing.
I am not sure my father will allow your mother to go.
Well, I'm not sure my mother will allow your father not to allow her want to go.
Why does not your mother admit that she was wrong?
I do not believe Mother thinks she was wrong.
It begins to look as if people do not know when they're right or wrong, even after they have grown up.
I have noticed that too.
A puzzlement. When I left my father a little while ago, I heard him talking to himself. He seemed uncertain about many things.
I don't believe grown-ups are very certain. They only talk as if they are certain.
There are times I almost think they are not sure of what they absolutely know.
I believe they are confused about conclusions they concluded long ago.
If my father and your mother are not sure of what they absolutely know, can you tell me why they fight?
They fight to prove that what they do not know is so.
Sometimes I think that people going mad.
Sometimes I think that people not so bad.
But no matter what I think, I must go on living life. Someday as a leader, I must go forward. Be father to my children and husband to each wife, etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven, Buddha, show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven, Buddha, show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But
Is a puzzlement.
Your servant! Indeed, I'm not your servant, although you give me less than servants' pay. I'm a free and independent employee. Because I'm a woman, you think like every woman I have to be a slave or concubine. You conceited, self-indulgent, libertine. How I wish I'd call him that right to his face, libertine. And while I'm on the subject, sire, there are certain goings on around this place that I wish to tell you I do not admire. I do not like polygamy or even moderate bigamy. I realize that in your eyes that clearly makes a prig of me. But I am from a civilized land called Wales, where men like you are kept in county jails. In your pursuit of pleasure you have mistresses that treasure you. They have no kin of other men besides whom they can measure you. A flock of sheep and you're the only ram. No wonder you're the wonder of Siam. I'm rather glad I didn't say that. Not with the women right there. And the children. The children, I'll not forget the children. No matter where I go, I'll always see those little faces looking up at me. At first, when I started to teach, they were shy and remained out of reach. But lately I've thought one or two stubborn but inquisitive and smart. I must leave this place before they break my heart. I must leave this place before they break my heart. Goodness, I had no idea it was so late. Shall I tell you what I think of you? You're foiled. You're a conscientious worker, but you're foiled. Giving credit where it's due, there is much I like in you, but it's also very true that you're foiled. Everybody's always bowing to the king. Everybody has to grovel to the king. By your Buddha, you are blessed. By your ladies, you're caressed. But the one who loves you best is the king. All that bowing and kowtowing to remind you of your royalty. I find it a rather disgusting exhibition. I wouldn't expect a Siamese cat to demonstrate his loyalty by taking this ridiculous position. How would you like it if you were a man playing the part of a toad, crawling around on your elbows and knees, eating the dust in the road? Toads! Toads! All of your people are toads. Yes, your majesty. No, your majesty. Tell us how low to go, your majesty. Make us some more decrees, your majesty. Don't let us up our knees, your majesty. Give us a kick if you please, your majesty. Give us a kick if you would, your majesty. Oh, that was good, your majesty.
Mrs. Anna, it is I, Lady Tian.
At this hour of the night, one moment, Lady Tiang.
Mrs. Anna, will you go to King?
No. Has he sent for me?
No, but he would be glad to see you. He is deeply wounded man. No one has ever spoken to him as you did today in schoolroom.
Lady Tiang, no one has ever behaved to me as His Majesty did today in the schoolroom.
And there is more distressing thing. Our agents in Singapore have found letters to British government from certain people whose greedy eyes are on Siam. They describe King as barbarian and suggest making Siam protectorate.
That is outrageous. He is many things I do not like, but he is not a barbarian.
Then you will help him?
You mean advise him?
It must not sound like advice. King cannot take advice. And if you go to him, he will not bring up subject. You must bring it up.
I cannot go to him. It is against all my principles. Certainly not without him having asked for me.
He wished to be new blood king with Western ideas, but it is hard for him, Mrs. Anna. And there is something else. Princess topped him. I do not tell King this for his sake. This I will deal with in my own way. But for these other things, he needs help, Mrs. Anna.
He has you.
I am not equal to his special needs. He could be great man, but he needs special help. He needs you.
Lady Tiang, please do not think I am just being stubborn. But I cannot go to him. I will not.
What more can I say to you? This is a man who thinks with his heart. His heart is not always wise. This is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries. This
Did you succeed? Will she go to him?
Yes, she will go to him. She knows he needs her. Tell him.
I will tell him she is anxious to come. I will tell him it is she who needs him.
That also will be true. This woman knows many things, but this I think she does not know. She'll always go along, defend him when he's wrong, and tell him when he's wrong. He's wonderful. She'll always be his love, and so she'll get his love. A man who needs your love can be
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty is reading the Bible.
Ah, Mrs. Anna, I think your Moses shall have been a fool.
Moses?
Moses, Moses, Moses. Here it stands written by him that the world was created in 6 days. You and I both know it took many ages to create world. I think he shall have been a fool to have written so. What is your opinion?
Your Majesty, the Bible was not written by men of faith, science, but by men of faith. It was their explanation of the miracle of creation, which is the same miracle, whether it took 6 days or many, many centuries.
You have come to apologize.
I am sorry, Your Majesty, but I am not
Good.
here.
You apologize.
Your Majesty, no, I'm not here
I accept.
Your Majesty, nothing that has been said can alter the fact that in my country, anyone who makes...
Tell me about President Lincoln. Shall he be winning this war he is fighting at present? Does he have enough guns? And elephants for transporting same?
I don't think they have elephants in America, Your Majesty.
No elephants. Then I shall send him some. Write letter to Mr. Lincoln.
Now?
Now? When else? Now is always best time.
Very well, Your Majesty.
From Fra Miha Mungkut. By the blessing of the highest super agency in the world, the whole universe, the King of Siam, sovereign of all tributary countries around and adjacent in every direction, etc., etc. Do you not have any respect for me? Why do you stand over my head? In this country, no one's head shall be higher than kings. From now on, you shall so conduct yourself like all other subjects.
You mean on the floor? I am sorry, Your Majesty. I shall try my best not to let my head be as high as Your Majesty's. But I simply cannot grovel on the floor. I couldn't possibly work that way or think.
You, a very difficult woman. But you will still care that your head shall never than mine. If I shall sit, you shall sit. If I shall kneel, you shall kneel, etc., etc., etc.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Is promise?
Is promise.
Good. To His Royal Presidency, United States of America, Abraham Lincoln. It has occurred to us It has occurred to us that the several pairs of young male elephants were turned loose in the forests of America. After a while, they would increase.
Your Majesty, just male elephants?
You put in details. I have other matters on my mind. Very important matters.
Anything you would like to discuss with me?
Why should I discuss important matters with woman?
Very well, Your Majesty. I shall go back to my room. May I say good night?
Good night.
Your Majesty.
What?
When the boat arrived from Singapore yesterday...
Singapore! Ha!
Was there any news from abroad?
News! Yes, there are news! They call me barbarian.
Who?
Certain parties would wish to use this as excuse to steal my country. Suppose you are Queen Victoria and someone tell you that King of Siam is barbarian. Do you believe?
Well, I don't know it.
You will. You will believe that I am barbarian because there is no one else to tell you otherwise.
But this is a lie.
It is a false lie.
What have you decided to do about it?
You guess.
Well, if someone was sending a big lie about me to England, I should do my best to send the truth to England. Is this what you have decided to do?
Yes. That is what I have decided to do. But how? But you guess how I shall do this.
Well, my guess is that when Sir Edward Ramsay arrives here,
Ramsay?
The British diplomat.
Ah, yes. On way from Singapore. When he arrives, I shall take opportunity of expressing my opinion of English thieves who wish to steal my country. I will show him who is barbarian. What is this face you put on?
Well, Your Majesty, my guess is that you will not fight with Sir Edward.
I will not.
No, you will entertain him and his party in an especially grand manner. Then they will return to England and report to the Queen that you are not a barbarian.
Naturally. That is what I've intended to do.
This is the only way to get the better of the British. Stand up to them. Put your best foot forward. That is just an expression, Your Majesty. It means dress up in your finest clothes, show them your most intelligent men, and your most beautiful women. Edward always admired beautiful women.
Edward? You call him this?
We are old friends. I knew him in Bombay before I was married.
Ah. But shall it be proper for the British dignitary to see my ladies with no shoes on their feet? Shall it be proper for them to put their best bare feet forward? No! Sir Ramsay will go back and tell Queen Victoria I am barbarian. Why do you not think of this?
We shall dress them up, European fashion.
You mean dress them in dresses?
How many women do I have to sew for me?
All women in kingdom. How many dresses?
Well, that depends on how many women Your Majesty chooses.
You say who is most like European lady for dressing like sin. Wake up! Wake up! Everybody, wives, etc., etc. I shall command Chinese artists to paint their faces very pale. And you shall educate them in European manners and custom for presentation.
I wonder how much time we shall have.
Sir Ramsay's gunboat last reported off Songkla. How long he take depends on how many ports he call into. Let us say we have 1 week.
1 week, Your Majesty, 1 week?
In this time, whole world was created, Moses say. Very details I do not think of so far.
We shall give them a fine dinner, a European dinner.
I had planned to do so.
And a ball with music.
Music and dancing.
Yes, Your Majesty, and dancing.
Why do you not think of dancing?
It was an inspired idea, Your Majesty. And we can give them a play. Top Tim has written a version of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Ha! We shall give them theatrical performance. We'll show them who is barbarian. Line up! Line up! Line up! Lady Chang, on Saturday next at 9 o'clock post-meridian, we shall give fine dinner. European dinner. You are to instruct steward during week. He shall make eminent European dishes for tasting. I shall taste, and school teacher shall taste. You say who is most like European lady for dressing like same. You are to make tablecloth of finest white silk for very long table. Also instruct court musicians to learn music of Europe. For dancing, etc. What? Am I to be annoyed by children at this time? Who? Mrs. Anna, we must be more scientific with children. For the next week, the men and women of my kingdom shall work without sleep until all is ready. And for what is not done, each man and woman shall be beaten 100 strokes. Everyone must understand this, Lady Jiang. And above all, I must not be worried by anything.
Look, Your Majesty!
Fireworks! Fireworks! At this hour of the morning, no one may order fireworks but me!
Your Majesty, the British, the gunboat.
They attack?
No, they salute, and we answer with fireworks. It is Sir Edward Ramsay and his party.
Now,
they must have come direct from Songkla. No stops.
no stops, Your Majesty, no stops!
Oh, tell them to go back. We are not ready.
Not ready, Your Majesty?
You do not know. You do not know. I had planned the best idea I ever get.
Still we do it, Your Majesty, you can do it.
When English arrive, we shall put them to bed. And tomorrow we shall send them on sightseeing trip.
Work, we have only 18 hours, but we can do it. I shall do it somehow.
I shall do it. You shall help me.
Yes, Your Majesty.
We shall work tonight and tomorrow. We shall work in the middle of the day, even while the sun shines. Priests, come down. But first, we must ask help from Buddha. Bow to him. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, Buddha, give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom. And help us prove to the visiting English that we are extraordinarily and remarkable people. sposo, Mrs. Anna, to keep awake for scientific sewing of dresses, even though she be only a woman and a Christian, and therefore unworthy of your interest. Promise is a promise. Your head shall never be higher than mine. A promise. And Buddha, I promise you, I shall give this unworthy woman a house. A house of her own. A brick residence adjoining the royal palace according to agreement. Etc., etc., etc.
do is wise and good, but this is a puzzlement. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear a funny skirt. Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, of that there is no doubt. They feel so sentimental about the Oriental. They always try to turn us inside down and upside out. Upside down and inside out. To bruise and pinch our little toes, our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They'd break if we had brittle toes, but now they only hurt. Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, too funny to be true. They think they civilize us whenever they advise us to learn to make the same mistake that they are making too. They make quite a few.
Lady Tian, here are the napkins for the dinner. Will you please put them on the table?
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, ladies, let me see how you look. Oh, very pretty. Now turn around and get ready for your curtsies. Oh, my goodness gracious.
What shall we trouble now?
I forgot.
Hi.
They have practically no undergarments.
Undergarments?
Sure,
Of what importance are undergarments at these times?
Of great importance, Your Majesty.
Hey.
Are you wearing undergarments?
Of course, Your Majesty.
That a woman has no legs is useless to pretend. Wherefore then swollen skirt?
The wide skirt is symbolic. It is the circle within which the female is protected.
This is necessary? Englishmen are so aggressive. I did not know.
I said it was symbolic.
These undergarments, they are devised in a symbolic and ornamental manner, yes?
Sometimes.
Ah! This is what you're going to wear?
Why, yes. Do you like it?
This is what all the other visiting ladies shall look like?
Most of them, I believe.
You are certain this is customary, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, I am certain it is customary. What is so extraordinary about bare shoulders? Why, your own ladies, they wear...
Yes. But it's different. They do not wear so many coverings up on other parts of bodies, and therefore...
Therefore what?
Is different.
I am sorry His Majesty does not approve.
I do not say I do not approve. I just say that it is...
Majesty, the English, they're in palace.
They will do nothing of the kind.
Herewith shall be a list of subjects you shall bring up for talk. On such subjects I am very brilliant and will make excellent impression. You begin with Moses.
Now remember, Your Majesty, Cartwright is the editor in Singapore, and he... Oh, ladies, come back! Oh, dear, ladies, come back! Oh, dear, this is dreadful.
Why have you not educated these ladies in English custom of spying glass?
Oh, My Monica! Was that what frightened them? Hello, Anna, my dear.
Hello, Edward.
Who?
Your Majesty, may I present Sir Edward Ramsay?
Your Majesty.
I am sorry, sir. My ladies have not given good impression.
On the contrary, Your Majesty, I have never received so good an impression in so short an amount of time. You have most attractive pupils, Anna.
Tomorrow you must meet my younger pupils, His Majesty's children.
I shall be delighted. How many children have you, Your Majesty?
77 now. But I am not married very long. Next month expecting 3 more.
No problem at all about finding an heir to the throne, is there? I suppose I should apologize for wandering into this room. The rest of the party was ahead of me and they just continued.
No, we're so glad you decided to visit us. To visit His Majesty, I mean. Of course.
Actually, it was your postscript to His Majesty's letter that really brought me.
Postscript?
His Majesty was most happy when you decided to accept his invitation. Weren't you, Your Majesty?
I was happy.
Your Majesty, dinner is about to be served, but I would first like to present your guests to you in the reception room.
Dinner.
You have met?
Oh, Your Excellency.
Anna, my dear, you're looking lovelier than ever.
Thank you, Edward.
Found a job to do, eh? People you can't help. That's it, isn't it? Extraordinary how one gets attached to people who need one. Do you hear that? Do you know we danced to that once? Bombay. Still dance?
Not very often.
You should.
Edward, I don't
Are
think
you
we'd
sure
get
that you never get homesick?
No, Edward. I told you. I have nothing there. No one.
Anna, my dear, do you remember that I once asked you to marry me? Before Tom came along?
Dear Edward.
So sorry, Your Majesty. I'm afraid I started talking over old times.
It was my impression that Mrs. Anna would be of help for seating of guests at dinner table.
Then I suppose we should be going in. Anna?
Yes. Better be going in. No.
His Majesty made a most interesting statement the other day. It was about Moses. He said that...
Princess Top Team, dinner is over. King and his English guests are on way to Theatre Pavilion. Should you not be there to begin your play?
I came out here to memorize my lines.
I think not, Princess. I have seen you and Luntar together. I do not tell King. I do not wish to hurt him. But your lover will leave Siam tonight.
Tonight?
Now go to the theater, Princess.
Top team.
Stand back and look the other way. I am here in the shadow. I will stay here until she turns the corner. They say you are leaving Siam tonight, but I do not believe them.
It is true. They have ordered me on the first ship for Burma, and it is tonight.
What will we do?
You are coming with me. Secret police will be at the theater. Meet me here after your play. Everything is arranged.
I cannot believe it.
I can. It will be just as I pictured it, 1,000,000 times. I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close, close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Alone and awake, I've looked at the stars, the same that smiled on you. And time and again, I've thought of the things that you were thinking too. I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you whisper when you're close, close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know
What it's like to be loved by you.
Top Tim, Mrs. Adna. Top Tim, they are looking for you at the theater. I guessed you were both here. I ran out to warn you. I do think you're being reckless.
I will go now, Mrs. Anna. I must say goodbye to you now, Mrs. Anna.
Gracious. Anyone would think that she never expected to see me again.
Mrs. Anna, we are leaving tonight.
Leaving? How?
Do not ask me how. It is better if you do not know. We shall never forget you, Mrs. Anna. Never.
God bless you both. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down a street in a trance. You fly down a street on a chance that you'd meet, and you meet not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone.
Enough! It is time to dance. It is time for special entertainment.
Your Majesty and honorable guests, I beg to put before you small house of Uncle Thomas.
We beg to put before you small house of Uncle Thomas.
House is in Kingdom of Kentucky, ruled by most wicked king in all America, Simon of Legree. Your Majesty, I beg to put before you loving friends. Uncle Thomas,
Dear Uncle Thomas,
little Eva,
blessed little Eva,
little Topsy,
Mr. Finger Thompson,
happy people.
very happy people.
Happy people. Happy people. Your Majesty, I beg to put before you one who is not happy, the slave Eliza. Eliza's lord and master, King Simon of Legree. She hates her lord and master and fears him. This king has sold her lover to faraway province of Ohio. Lover's name is George.
George!
Baby in her arms, also called and look for lover George. So she bid goodbye to friends and start on her escape. The escape. Poor Eliza running and running to a rainstorm. Comes a mountain. Hide, Eliza. Eliza, very tired. Your Majesty, I regret to put before you King Simon of Legree. Because one slave has run away, Simon beating every slave. Simon, clever man. He decide to hunt Eliza, not only with soldiers, but with scientific dogs who sniff and smell and thereby discover all who run from king. make a miracle. Buddha sent an angel down. Angel, make the wind blow cold. make the river water hard, hard enough to walk upon. Angel, show her how to walk on frozen water. Now, as token of his love, Buddha sent a new miracle. Send from heaven stars and blossoms. Look like lace upon the sky. So Eliza crossed the river, hidden by this veil of lace. Forgot to tell you name of miracle. Snow. Of a sudden she can see wicked Simon of the Greece sliding across the river fast with his bloodhounds and his slaves. What has happened to the river? Buddha has called out the sun. On other side of river is pretty city, Canada, where Eliza sees lovely small house. Guess who live in house? Uncle Thomas. Dear Uncle Thomas. Little Eva. Little Topsy. Lover George. Faithful lover George. Who is looking like angel to Eliza. They have all escaped from wicked Simon and make happy reunion. Topsy glad that Simon died. Topsy danced for joy. I tell you what Harriet Beecher Stowe say that Topsy say. I specs I's the wickedest critter in the world. But I do not believe that Topsy is wicked critter, because I too am glad for death of king, of any king who would pursue a slave who is unhappy and who wished to join her lover. And your majesty, Your Majesty, and honorable honorable guests, I will tell you end of story. His very sad ending. Buddha has saved Eliza, but with the blessings of Buddha also come sacrifice. Is Buddha's wish that Eva come to him and thank him personally for saving of Eliza and baby. And so she died and go to arms of Buddha.
Your Majesty, I enjoyed Princess Topton's play immensely.
This play did not succeed with me. It is immoral for king to drown when pursuing slave who defeat. Immoral, immoral. Toptim shall know of my displeasure.
Your conversation at dinner was most amusing.
I was forced to laugh myself. I was so funny.
Her Majesty, Queen Victoria, will be pleased to know that we have come to such felicity of agreement about Siam.
And very happy I am thereof. Very happy.
I think now, with your permission, I shall take my leave. Goodbye, Anna, my dear. It was lovely to see you again.
Goodbye, Edward. Well, Your Majesty,
It is all over.
May I remove my shawl? It is a very hot night. I am so pleased about everything.
I am aware of your interest. But I would like to say that you have been great help to me in this endeavor. And I would like to make gift, of which I have hope you will accept. Put it on, finger. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Your Majesty, I do not know what to say.
When one does not know what to say, it is the time to be silent. A white elephant has been discovered in the forests of Ayutthaya.
You regard this as a good omen, don't you?
Yes. Everything going well with us.
Yes, everything going well with us.
Who?
It is I, Your Majesty.
Wait. Come in.
Your Majesty,
Well.
secret police are here. They would make a report to you.
You will please stay here.
Secret police?
Your finger shines.
Yes, the king. I did not know what to say. Women in my country don't receive such gifts from men. Of course, he is the king. Actually, it places me in a rather embarrassing position. I was going to ask him for a rise in salary, and now
it will be difficult to ask.
Very. I don't suppose you would speak to him for me. About my rise in salary, I mean, of course.
I think I shall do this for you. Because this is a strange world on which men and women can be very blind about things nearest to them.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I don't understand what you mean,
No,
but
that does not matter. And I do not think he'll raise your salary anyway.
Good news and bad news come together. You will please stay up all night until we have further report on item of Top Tim.
I had intended to do so, Your Majesty.
Perhaps I had better go too.
No. I wish to talk with you.
Is something wrong with Top Tim?
I do not know. And nor do I consider this the most important thing I must tell you. It is of greater importance that the English think highly of me. Secret police serve coffee after dinner, listen what they talk, and report conversation to me.
You have been spying on your guests?
How else can you find truth?
Oh, dear.
It appears I have made excellent impression. They do not think me barbarian.
This is what you have intended to prove.
What we have intended to prove. Top Tim.
What about her?
She is missing from palace. You know something of this?
The last time I saw her, she was in the theater pavilion.
This is the last time anyone has seen her. She never speaks to you of running away?
I knew she was unhappy.
Why unhappy? She is in palace of king. What greater honor for a young girl than to be in palace of king?
Your Majesty, if Top Tim is caught, shall she be punished?
Naturally. What would you do if you were a king like me?
I believe I would give her a chance to explain. I think I would try not to be too harsh. Your Majesty, of what interest to you is one girl like Top Tim? She is just another woman, just as a bowl of rice is just a bowl of rice. No different from any other bowl of rice.
Now you understand about woman. But British poets.
You have been reading poetry, Your Majesty?
Out of curiosity over strange idea of love, etc., etc. I tell you, this poetry is nonsense, and the silly complication of a simple simplicity. A woman is a female who is human, designed for pleasing man, the human male. The human male is pleased by many women, and all the rest you hear is fairy tale.
Then tell me how this fairy tale began, sir. You cannot call it just a poet's trick. Explain to me why many men are faithful and true to one wife only.
They are sick.
But you do expect women to be faithful.
Naturally.
Why naturally?
Because it is natural. It is like old Siamese rhyme. Be like a blossom, but honey for just one man. A man must live like honeybee and gather all he can. To fly from blossom to blossom, the honeybee must be free, and blossom must not ever fly from bee to bee to bee.
You consider this sensible poetry, Your Majesty?
Certainly, but listen to this from your own poet.
Alfred Tennyson. Now falls the lily, all her sweetness up, and slips into thy bosom of thy lake. So fold thyself, my dearest thou, and slip into my bosom. English girls are so acrobatic.
Your Majesty, I don't think I will ever be able to make it clear to you. We do not look at women as just human females. They are... Well, take yourself, for instance. You are not just a human man.
I am king.
Exactly. So every man is a king and every woman a queen when they love one another.
This is sickly idea.
It is a beautiful idea, Your Majesty. We are brought up with it, of course. And a young girl at her first dance.
Young girls, they dance too, like I see tonight, in arms of men not their husbands.
Why, yes.
I would not permit.
It's so exciting when you're young and you're sitting in a small gilt chair, eyes cast down, terrified that you'll be a wallflower. Suddenly, you see two black shoes, a white waistcoat, a face, and it speaks. We've just been introduced. I do not know you well, but when the music started, something drew me to your side. So many men and girls are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Or perchance, till that last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen, shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Why do you stop? You dance pretty. Go on, go on.
Well, Your Majesty, in my country, women don't dance while men are looking on.
But you would dance with strange man, holding hands, etc., etc., etc.?
Yes, not always a strange man, sometimes a very good friend.
Good. We dance together. You show me. You teach, you teach, you teach.
It's very simple, the polka. It goes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and.
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, and.
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and.
Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye?
1, 2, 3, and. Oh, perchance, till that last little star has left the sky.
Shall we still be together with arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen.
Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
What is wrong? I know, I forget and.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and splendid, Your Majesty!
1, 2, 3, 4. You have thrown me off count!
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2.
No. But this is not right.
Yes, it is. You were doing it.
No. Not like I see tonight.
Yes, it was. You were doing it just right.
We're not holding two hands like these.
No. As a matter of fact.
It was more like this. No?
Yes.
Come. We do it again.
Your Majesty,
Why do you burst through my door without waiting?
we have found Top Team.
Where is she?
Secret police are questioning her.
Now that you have found her, what are you going to do with her?
I will do what is usually done in such events.
And what is that?
When it happens, you will know.
Do not let them beat me!
She was found on Chinese sailing ship. See, she was disguised of religious student.
Who gave you this robe? Who?
It is believed she was running away with a man who bring her here from Burma.
Dishonor! Dishonor, dishonor!
He was not found on boat.
Where is this man?
I do not know.
You will tell us where you will find him. You will tell us.
It is believed you are lovers with this man.
I was not lovers with this man.
We will soon have truth of this man. Hui!
Stop that! You hear me? Stop it!
It will be better if you understand at once that this matter does not concern you.
But it does. Not only because of her, but even more because of you.
You waste my time.
Your Majesty, she's just a child. She was running away because she was unhappy. Can't you understand that? This girl hurt your vanity. She didn't hurt your heart. You haven't got a heart. You've never loved anybody. You never will.
I showed you. Give to me.
I cannot believe you are going to do this dreadful thing.
Maybe you will believe when you hear her screaming as you run down the hall.
I'm not going to run down the hall. I'm going to stand here and watch you.
Hold this girl. I do this all myself. Am I king or am I not king? Am I to be cuckold in my own palace? Am I to take orders from English school teacher?
Do not orders your...
Silence! I am king as I was born to be. And Siam to be governed in my way. Not English way, not French way, not Chinese way, my way. Barbarian, you say? There is no worse barbarian than weak king. And I am strong king, you hear? Strong! Ah!
The man, the lover has been found. He is dead.
If he is dead, then I shall join. I shall never understand you. You are your king. I shall never understand him.
You have destroyed him. You have destroyed King. He cannot be anything that he was before. You have taken all this away from him. You have destroyed him. You have destroyed King.
The next boat that comes to the port of Siam, no matter where it goes, I shall be on it. And give this back to His Majesty.
I wish you had never come to Siam.
So do I. So do I.
What is this you say?
Your father is worse.
Worse?
You are to return to palace at once.
Go on with procession. Mother, the Prime Minister told me you were here. I think Mrs. Anna and Louis have already left for the boat.
No, Julie Longhorn. Some of their boxes are still here. The servant said they would be back soon.
Mother, what is it with my father?
It is his heart. Also, for some time now, he does not seem to want to live.
Mother, I am frightened. I am frightened because I love my father. And if he dies, I shall become king. And I do not know how to be.
Many men learn this after they become kings, Julie Longhorn.
I have been thinking much on the things Mrs. Anna used to tell us in the classroom. Of slavery. And I've been thinking much on religion. And how it is good and noble concern that each man find for himself that which is right and that which is wrong.
These are good things to remember, my son, and it will be good to remember the one who taught them.
Longhorn.
Lady Tiang, how nice of you to come to say goodbye. I was down at the ship seeing that all my boxes were on. Captain Orton must sail with the tide.
Mrs. Anna, I did not come only to say goodbye. I come for one who must see you. You must go to him. When he heard that you were sailing, he began to write this letter. All day he has been writing. It has been very difficult for him, madam. Very difficult. He has commanded that I bring it to you.
Please to read it to all of us. I would like to hear what my father has said.
While I am lying here, I think perhaps I die. This heart which you say I have not got is a matter of concern. It occurs to me that there shall be nothing wrong that men shall die. For all that shall matter about man is that he shall have tried his utmost best. But I do not wish to die without saying this gratitude, etc., etc. I think it is strange that a woman shall have been most earnest help of all. But, Mrs. Anna, you must remember that you have been a very difficult woman, and much more difficult than generality. I must go to him.
I will tell him you are here.
Mother, I thought you and the king were very angry with each other.
We were, Louis.
Now he's dying. Does that make you better friends?
I suppose so, Louis. We can't hurt one another anymore.
I didn't know he hurt you.
When two people are as different as we are, they are bound to hurt one another.
He always frightened me.
I wish you could have known him better. You could have been great friends. In many ways, he was just as young as you are.
Was he as good a king as he could have been?
I don't think any man has ever been as good a king as he could have been. But this one tried. He tried very hard.
You really like him, don't you, Mother?
Yes, Louis, I like him very much indeed.
Many months I do not see you, Mrs. Anna. And now I die.
Oh no, Your Majesty.
This is not scientific. For I know if I die or do not die. You are leaving Siam. When?
Very soon, Your Majesty. As a matter of fact, I have only a few minutes more.
You are glad for this? People of Siam, royal children, are not glad, and are in great affliction of your departure.
I shall miss them.
You shall miss them, but you shall be leaving. I too am leaving, but I am not walking out onto a boat on my own 2 feet, of my own free will. I'm just leaving. Why is your head above mine? I am not afraid of that which is happening to me. You teach Chululongkorn. Chululongkorn teach me. Make believe you brave is good idea always.
You are brave, Your Majesty. You are very brave.
I have something of that which belongs to you. Put it on. Put it on, put it on, put it on. Please, wear it always. Ah, my children. Good evening, my children.
Good evening, my father. Oh, my father, we are going without you.
Are you here to see your father or Mrs. Anna?
It is all right, Lady Tiang. It is suitable. Was it not said to me that someone had prepared farewell letter to Mrs. Anna?
Princess Yingyawalak has composed letter. She cannot write. She can only speak words.
Speak letter now. Say it, say it, say it.
Dear friend and teacher, my goodness gracious, do not go away. We are in great need of you. We are like one blind. Do not let us fall down in darkness. Continue good and sincere concern for us, and lead us in right road. Your loving pupil, Princess Ying Yawalak.
Hush, children. When you are afraid, you make believe brave. You teach them this. Let it be last thing you teach.
Teach us, Mrs. Anna.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless
You see? When you are afraid, you make believe brave. And you whistle. Whistle.
It's time!
Louis, please go down to the dock and tell Captain Orton to take all our boxes off the ship and put them back into our house.
Silence! There's no reason for doing of this demonstration for school teacher. Realizing her duty, for which I pay her exorbitant monthly salary of £25. Further, this is disorganized behavior for bedroom of dying king. Chulu Longhorn, rise. Mrs. Anna, you take notes. You take notes from next king. Well. Suppose you are king. Is there not anything you would do?
I would make proclamations.
Yes.
First, I would proclaim for coming New Year fireworks. Also boat races.
Boat races? Why wish you to have boat races at New Year's celebrations?
I like boat races. And Father, I would like to make second proclamation.
Well, go on. Make it. What is second proclamation?
Regarding custom of bowing to king in fashion of lowly toad, I do not believe this is a good thing, causing embarrassing fatigue of body, degrading experience for soul, etc., etc., etc. This is bad thing, I believe. You are angry with me, Father?
Why do you ask question? When you are king, you are king. You do not ask question of sick man, nor of woman. This proclamation against bowing, I believe to be your fault.
I hope so, Your Majesty. I do hope so.
Up! Rise up!
Up! 2 lines, like soldiers. It has been said that there shall be no bowing for showing respect of king. It has been said by one who has been trained for royal government.
No bowing like toad, no crawling, no crouching. This does not mean, however, you do not show respect for king. You will stand with shoulders square back and chin high, like this. You will bow to me, the men, in this way, only bending the waist. The ladies shall do a dip, as in Europe,